So I kind of want to talk about a couple different things. I've been seeing a lot on social media about this Broncos loss, right? And I've been seeing a lot of Bronco fans, a lot of Broncos brothers and sisters make this excuse that we got cheated out the game. I mean, that's what a lot of Bronco brothers and sisters are saying. And now, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes to take losses, and especially in that manner. Um, but I have to like be reasonable, homie, with the loss, right? And this goes out to the homie Denver Sports, man. He's a Bronco content creator, and he does good work, man. Y'all go sub him up, go sub him up, the homie Ben. Um, he got a lot of optimistic. He's real energetic when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, the Broncos. But I have to say this, homie. To all the Bronco fans that are actually making excuses about the loss, homie, and the Chiefs, the refs cheated us, I can't agree with that. There's no agreeing with that. Like, to be 100, we lost the game because our defense, bro. The refs didn't cheat us because of that field goal. If we didn't give up almost 400 yards on defense, we don't lose the game. If our field goal kicker literally makes the field goal, we don't lose the game. But you can't put that all on the refs. Let's just call it what it is. Let's call it a spade, homie. A spade. Our defense was ass. Our defense lost us that game, bro. 479 yards from Daniel Jones? Come on, man. Come on, Rada. What the hell? I'm like Broncos country. I know y'all sometimes be, you know what I'm saying, here and there, but we gonna call a spade a spade. We gonna keep it 100 on this channel. The Broncos lost that game, not the refs, man. And Ben, like, to be honest, my brother, I follow your channel, homie. Like, I like your channel, but sometimes I be like, homie, like, you sometimes do not like to call out anything that's wrong with this team. Like, everything's a good ass move. And I love that from you, but we have to call a spade, homie. We got to call a spade. We got to put that on our football team. There's no, the refs messed this up and they rigged it for the Colts. No, the Colts came to play. Danny Dimes came to play. They didn't even allow any pressures from our defense interior to the ends, bro. Like, they contained us. And we gonna blame that on the refs, bro. I just refuse to blame that shit on the refs. Now, I'll say like this, homie, and I see the homie in here. Shout out to y'all bragged about the defense. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, Sam. This is the thing is, bro. You could say whatever you want about Daniel Jones. Bo Nix came out and fired. I don't know if you watched the game. He actually was on point. He was the bright spot of the game. So we ain't gonna even bash Bo Nix. Bo Nix did what he had to. They couldn't even stop Bo Nix. There was nothing that they could do to stop Bo Nix. Bo Nix was driving down that defense's neck at ease. So this don't have nothing to do with Bo Nix. This has something to do how bad the defense was. We gonna keep it a buck over here. The defense was trash. My defense was trash. Surtain, trash. The defense interior, trash. The defensive ends, trash. Safety play, trash. Singleton, trash. That's what lost us the game, bruh. None of that other stuff even matters anything. If your defense can't stop the opposing offense, bro, that's the defense's fault, homie. That they costed this game. Not no refs. So I refuse to blame it on the refs, bro. The refs, they don't have nothing to do with any of that shit, homie. We gotta hold our team accountable when it comes to a loss. We can't just pick and choose when it comes to this Broncos team. When it comes to this Broncos team, we can't pick and choose, Rodders. You know what I'm saying? I refuse because, like, yeah, he got smashed. Singleton got thrashed. What's good with it? Yeah, I think he's a Tennessee Titans fan, honestly. He's good here, though, man. He gonna talk trash. I'll talk trash on the Titans. We actually slapped up the Titans. You know what I'm saying? And I talk trash, so he's gonna be over here. But Ben, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only thing that I have about your channel, bro. You think every move is the greatest move for Broncos country. You never, ever call out what's going on with this team when it's bad situations. It's like not every move for Broncos country is the best move for Broncos country. We got to call it like not every move. And I don't see any accountability on some of these Bronco fans. Like, we got to call out when the Broncos are doing bad, homie. We have to stay on their necks because they're representing the city of Denver, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just admit the player personnel is terrible. Hell nah, homie. Hell nah. So are you going to let me ask you a question, because you are just like the trolls that come across this channel, right? They disappear. When the Broncos start slapping these fools in the mouth, they disappear. So don't disappear. I want to see your energy every single game. When the Broncos start getting on a run, homie, don't go nowhere. We've seen it multiple times with a lot of accounts. They just disappear. They go under a rock. They ain't got nothing to say. But they're over here when the Broncos lose a game. They're over here the loudest of the loudest, but they're nowhere to be found when Broncos go on runs, right? Keep that energy. Come over here. Let's hear what you got to say when Broncos go on these runs. I want to hear all the aspect. I want to hear all that aspect, because we don't ever see these fools that talk shit on the channel ever when the Broncos are on the runs. They go under a rock. Just like Mile High, View, and all them fools, they're nowhere to be found. They're under a rock. Them fools is nowhere. They went ghost. They don't have nothing to say because Broncos honestly just took everything out of them, and now they're ghosts. They're a ghost channel. We don't even hear from them dudes because they tuck their tails. They tuck their tails and they don't bring the energy. So one thing about me, homie, I'm going to come out here right after a game and give props, and I'm going to actually motherfucking represent. We can't say that for most fans because most fans don't got the heart like that. Bro, look at all the scrubs I named. Y'all got gonna be a good team. Just admit. I mean, there's always an aspect where a team has a downfall in a game, Rada. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. Not all teams can stay on top every single game. You know, I'm gonna say like this, bro. I don't know if you calculate the first and second games of the season, bro, but we can't even go off of what the first and second games are. This ain't the middle. When it comes down to it, bro, and it's later on in the season, you could go at any of the players, but we in the second week of the season. I know fools that started the season 0-4, homie. Don't give me that baloney ass shit. I know teams that started 0-4 and make the playoffs. When the Broncos went to the Super Bowl in 97, homie, you know what our record was? We had to get a wild card to go to the Super Bowl. We started off the season slow. So I don't want to hear nothing about the first 5 weeks of the season, because it doesn't matter till you get to them playoff aspect and you fighting for a playoff spot. Because I done seen Joe Flacco and them motherfuckers start out the season bad, homie, and they go on to win the Super Bowl. Somehow they back their way into the playoffs and win and go on and win a championship. And we're prime examples of what happened in 97 when the Broncos started the season almost losing every game first of the season, and then some dramatically they come back and go to the playoffs. Go to the playoffs. And everybody that's kind of like what you're saying just went ghost. Just what you're saying, they went ghost. They went ghost because that's what people do. They don't have the heart to come out and say, hey, I was wrong. It's just like that Mile High View channel, Mile High Bubble. It's just like Bubble Wrap, Chopped Liver. All them dudes went ghost. They're nowhere to be found. They don't even have a channel no more because it didn't fit their narrative. It didn't fit that narrative. But I respect the people that come out when their team, when it's all said and done and it backfires in their face. That I respect when they come and say, hey, you were right about this situation, but we don't have that. So Sam, I'm going to hold that to you. When the Broncos go on a run, I want to see you here every single live stream, and I want to see how you say this. You're not going to win a Super Bowl ring, though, if that's what you think. It's not. You ain't gonna win that Super Bowl ring because the fact of the matter, you ass cheeks. You don't win rings when rings are supposed to be won. You ain't gonna get over that hump. We seen it with Phillip Rivers. We seen it with Herbert. You can have all the regular season success, Rada, but the Chargers amount to booty cheeks, homie. There ain't nothing they can do because they're trash. Let's get on it. How many years you been a fan of the Chargers? They trash. They ain't won you shit. You still ringless from city to city, and you ain't gonna get a ring this year. Because you don't have it in your DNA to actually get a ring. Let's just be reality. You went to 2 cities and your ass is still ringless. You got juggernaut squads, bro. Phillip Rivers had a juggernaut squad. You know what that shit amounted to? Absolutely nothing. You're still ringless at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to the AFC West in this division. You still ringless. You the ringless motherfuckers that ain't accomplished shit. Don't talk to the top chapter of the AFC West when you ain't got nothing in the hardware. Phillip Rivers, Justin Herbert, they're all the same. They're always going to be meaningless. They're always going to be ringless. Until you get a ring, don't talk to me about who's going to win a championship and who's not, because you'll still be absolutely nothing. And even if you win a ring, you still behind in the ring check. You'll never catch up to the top tiers of these teams, bruh. So stop riding Justin Herbert's dick. Unless you a Charger fan, don't ride his dick. Get off his dick, because you swallowing him and you got the whole shit in your fucking throat and you still gonna be ringless. You like a bitch that don't get fucking wiped up. Let's be real. You'll never amount to anything with these other franchises. Rada, come on, Sam. Unless you a Charger fan, get off that fool's dick. Don't swing from that fool's dick, because you don't look good. You look like a groupie right now, Sam. Because even if you win a ring, you still got multiple years to try to catch the fools that run this division, bro. Know your place. You at the bottom of the barrel, homie. When it comes to what amounts and the meaningful things of football, you at the bottom of the barrel. Because you could run the division all you want. But let's go back to your history. You had juggernaut squads and you still couldn't even get to a Super Bowl, bruh. You with Justin Herbert, you ain't even got a playoff win. So how you calculating saying this is Justin Herbert's year? You can't even win a playoff game. Is it in your DNA to win a playoff game? No. Your DNA is 27-0 choke jobs. That's all your DNA is worth. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't even trying to go hard on the Charger fans, bro. I'm trying to hold my Broncos fan base accountable, because we're not going to make excuses over here about refs lost us the game. No, they didn't, homie. The refs didn't lose us the game. Our defense lost us the game. Our defense lost us the game. That's all it is. There's nothing else that we could say. If our defense don't give up 479 yards to Daniel Jones, we don't lose that game. So I don't want to hear all these excuses from Broncos country, bro. You're making excuse right now for when Justin Herbert dominates. I don't give a fuck if you dominate, because really, honestly, bro, I want the Chiefs to lose the division. That's all that matters to me. As long as the Chiefs don't win the Super Bowl, I could care less. But I'm literally painting this picture of what your history and your franchise is nothing, bro. Because if you're a Charger fan, every Charger fan I know, you ain't never seen a ring. You ain't never had a parade. You don't even know what that shit even means to have a parade in your city. You don't even know what that shit means to have a parade in your city. You don't know what a playoff prep rally parade is, a Super Bowl parade. Because you know why? That franchise is meaningless and it ain't bound to shit. It don't care if you have generational talent or not. You're not even getting to an AFC championship because it's not in your DNA. You don't know what that shit even means. You couldn't even fathom. Tell me a story about when you went to a Super Bowl parade. I'll wait. Absolutely never in your life have you even experienced that shit. You couldn't tell me. That's alienated language to you if you a Charger fan, because I got homies that are Charger fans and they don't even know what that shit means. They begging for a Super Bowl. They're like, bro, if it ever happened, I'll be the happiest. Yeah, it ain't never gonna happen. You gonna live your life to just be failed. That's what it is. Charger fans, you gonna live your life to just be failed. You live in your life every year to just be failed. I don't understand how you come in with overhype every year and you're still failed at the end of the year with no ring, not even a Super Bowl appearance, because it's not in your DNA. You don't know what that shit means. It doesn't matter if you had all the tools. It doesn't matter. You're still going to be ringless. You going to use all that. You're going to trick off all that talent that you're talking about just to lose in the playoffs, because it's not in your DNA, bruh. There's no history. You don't have a resume. You don't have actually factual basis to say we're going to win a ring. We're going to win a playoff game, because it never happened. You're talking off of hope. You're hoping for this. And every year your hope just goes out the window when playoff time comes, bruh. We don't, in the NFL, we don't care about hope, homie. It's about action. And your action so far with Justin Herbert, 27-0 choke jobs. We watched this shit. You let the Chiefs run the division because really Justin Herbert, homie, he's like a good regular season quarterback. But he don't amount to anything when it's time to play. When it's time for meaningful football, he don't amount to shit. He'll always be shit because he plays for a shit-ass franchise. That franchise is so shit. Y'all have so many tools, and you can't even get past one playoff game, bruh. Them tools don't matter. Them tools ain't going to help your ass out when it comes to meaningful football. All you going to be is at the bottom of the barrel. But he's supposed to be, right? He was a generational player coming out of college. He's supposed to be. And that's even worse for you. Even all that shit that you said, that's even worse. This dude, he has all the tangibles, all the talent, and he don't even have one playoff win. They both don't even have a playoff win. That's so bad to say about what your franchise really is. All that shit you said, and he still don't got a playoff win. That's bad on your franchise. He's been in the league for how long, and he can't even get a playoff win. Not one playoff win? So all that shit doesn't amount to anything, because in the NFL, it's only about rings. It's only about rings, my brother. That's all that matters is the ring, and what does he have? He don't have nothing to show for. Don't hurt him, Savage. Yeah, we don't give a damn about the Chargers. Do it in regular. Yeah, man, show us something that matters, homie. Show us a playoff win. And then I'll come back and say, hey, yeah, man, that's a good ass aspect. You know what's crazy too? He always got killed by, who cares? Who cares? Real quarterbacks always seem to elevate when it's time, bro. We don't care about that. That's an excuse. And another thing is too, bro, when the Broncos were down, how did Justin Herbert get slapped up by Broncos teams that were bad? That's why I know he's not good. He's not good. He's not good enough. He falls short. He's got slapped up by bad Broncos teams. The Raiders didn't really get slapped up by bad Broncos teams. The Kansas City Chiefs didn't really get slapped up by bad Broncos teams. They had streaks on us. There's not really a streak that the Chargers even have on bad Broncos teams. So how good is he really? Is he? Because if he's getting dominated by teams like with Joe Flacco's and Drew Locks and Trevor Simeon's and this and that, bro, then that's all bad, homie. Like, he's not that good. You're making him out to be good. Now he got a defense, and he'll still fail you. You still gonna be ringless. You're not gonna get a ring with him. So your hopes is just invalid. Like, you're just hoping at this point. You're hoping, you're holding on to this thing. I hope I'm going to get a ring, but the fact of the matter is you'll never get a ring. You're going to be ringless at the end of the year. I almost promise. I bet you, if you want to bet, I bet you, bro, you still going to be ringless at the end of the year. And we still going to be saying you the bottom of the AFC West because it's in your franchise DNA. It's in your blood, bro. That's the bottom line. You can't do nothing to get away from that. It's so sad for Charger fans. It's in their DNA. They're ringless, and they're mad at the division for all having rings. You ain't got one ring, bro, in your whole franchise existence. You went to the Super Bowl one time in your franchise existence. You've been a football team for how long? That is absolutely unacceptable when you have quarterbacks like Phillip Rivers and Justin Herberts. Phillip Rivers didn't even go to a Super Bowl. How the fuck you manage to have these Hall of Fame quarterbacks and don't even go to a Super Bowl one time in your existence because your franchise is garbage? Garbage and meaningless, bruh. That's craziness. I want to wait to see your jaw drop. I'm not worried about that because it never has happened. I'm not even worried about that. I'm like, you got the Ravens, you got Buffalo Bills, and you seem to not be able to even fucking manage to get past the Chiefs. So I'm not worried about the Chargers winning the ring at all. They're like the last of the teams that could win a ring when it comes to good teams. Ravens will probably go to the Super Bowl, and you'll still be ringless. Man, but yeah, bro. We gotta stop making excuses why we lost that game, bro. The refs, they made us lose that game. We gotta stop saying that. The refs made us lose that game. It was our defense, bro. It was our defense. Our defense played trash. Our defense played trash, bro. And you can't blame that on the refs, homie, because we had all the opportunities in that game. We had a lot of opportunities in that game to win, homie, and we didn't. We didn't manage to win. Now we got to bounce back. We have a game against a division opponent, the Chargers, right? We better bounce back. We got to get over that loss, homie, and now it's on to the Chargers, bro. We can't hold our heads down. We can't hold our heads down. And this would be such a good win for Broncos country. You come back and bounce back against the division foe, the Chargers. We should especially have to stop saying that when the rest were helping us earlier. And that's another thing is too. That's a good point right there, bro. You know how many penalties they called on the Colts on me? Like, yeah, bro. We had the momentum the whole game too, bro. Like our offense set the tone for us. Our offense set the tone for us, and we had a good start to the game, homie. Our defense just couldn't stop them. And then they were actually giving us some penalties that went in our favor. So yeah, bro, like we got to stop that. Let's just get over this shit, bro, and get to these Chargers, man. You know, we gonna see, bro. These Charger boys is on fire right now. I'll give them their dues. But it would be such a good win to bring it back to reality, homie. We go into LA, bro. We gonna paint that stadium orange because we know they don't got no real fans. You know what I'm saying? They don't have real fans. So Broncos country, the orange waves coming to LA. You know, and if we get the win, bro, it'll help us bounce back in this momentum shift. Because I feel like 1 week our defense is on tone. We're getting 6 sacks. We're just basically getting pressure all game. The next week, it's our offense that comes out and play. If we can put it all together and have a balance all across the board, bro, I see the Broncos actually being able to win a lot of games. So, but we got to put that shit together, man. We got to put it together. We can't turn around and use an excuse when the game doesn't go in our favor. So, yeah, man, you know. But, yeah, bro, the homie Ben, bro, Mile High Sports, man. Like, I understand you got all the optimism, bro, and you love the Broncos, man. That's a beautiful thing. But I want to hear sometimes you say, hey, this Broncos team just got it wrong. Like, just don't report when you think everything's good with the Broncos and everything comes out your mouth is, yeah, bro, that was the greatest move. Not all them moves were good, homie. I want to hear you actually hold this team accountable. I want to hear you as a fan because I respect your fandom, bro. Like, you always sometimes give me motivation. But I want to hear when the Broncos are not doing good. You didn't even do a recap of how bad the defense was. You went straight to the Broncos got cheated. And it's like, bro, like, I understand you may feel that way, but you have to hold this team accountable. What up, Mac? How you good, bro? Because I've been watching your channel. I've been watching your channel for a little minute, man. I've been watching your channel for a little minute. And everything is good. Like every move the Broncos make is just good to you. And it's like, that's not true, bro. That's not true. Not every team, not every move we make, homie, is going to get us a Super Bowl. It doesn't work like that. What up, Mac Bracken? What's good with you, buddy? How you doing? But shout out to the homies, man. Mile High salute to the riders out there, bro. I just had to come say that, homie. I had to come say that. Because I put something up on TikTok also, and I seen a lot of Bronco fans coming over talking about the game, homie. And they were talking about, oh yeah, I blame it on this and I blame it on that. There was one point to the field goal aspect, bro. The field goal aspect. If we make that, we won the game, right? If we make that field goal, we had won the game. They would have had to go downfield and march down and put a touchdown. They would have had to put a touchdown on us, bro. We would have won that game if we just made that field goal. So what's wrong with you, bro? What happened to you, man? That's your time to shine. That's your time to shine is you kick the field goal, bro. We win the game because we were up by 2 possessions at that point. Yeah, hell yeah. Never we gonna ever stop, Marada. We ain't never gonna stop representing the blue and orange. It's blue and orange to the casket close. But I just don't like to blame this whole game on the refs because, like, I seen a lot of things, bro, that the Broncos did, homie, that just pissed me off. Pissed me off, homie. You mean to tell me you can't get no pressure on Danny Dimes the whole game and he just sat back there comfortable and he's just dishing it out to his wide receivers, Come on, Rodders. That's what killed us. It's gonna be a good game, bro. So it's Denver at home. Oh damn. So we play here? We play in Denver? I thought we played in LA. Okay. We play at home? I gotta check the schedule, bro. I didn't know I thought we played in LA. That's his own. Hey, Bronco fanatic, that's his only job, my bro. That's his only job is to kick the field goal. 42 yards, homie. And you miss it. So we have to talk about that too, bro. We have to talk about that too. Our special teams, homie. Our special teams didn't deliver when it was time to deliver. So how can we say it was the refs? The only thing that actually was bright was Bo Nix, homie. The only thing that was absolutely bright was Bo Nix, homie. Bo Nix came to play. We wanted to persecute him the first week, and he deserved the persecution because he absolutely was trashed the first week. But then he got his act together and he came to play the second week, and he was balling out, finding his wide receivers, finding Franklin, going down that defense's throat at ease. And the defense don't come out and how balance it out, bro. Very disappointed in the defense. There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse. Oh, we play in LA. See, I'm confused. Riley Moss. Hey, I'm going to say like this too, man. Riley Moss, bro. I like him, but he's so inconsistent, homie. Like, get the young rookie we draft and put him on the number 2s, bro. That's how I feel. Make a game plan where you put Barrett on the number 2, homie, Patrick Surtain on number 1s, and let Riley Moss be in the slot, bro. Because I don't know what it is, bro. Like, sometimes he's good and he's a physical player, but sometimes he just gets beat, homie. Like, they manhandle that dude. And I like him at times. But clutch times, bro, I get real nervous about him, bro. I get nervous. So can we come up with something where we put him on the slot receiver and we let Barrett and Patrick Surtain have the number 1 and the number 2 wide receivers, bro? Because I think that would work more because they kind of play the same type of style, bro. Bo Nix, Troy Franklin, and Dobbins were only ones that stepped up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. I agree with you on that, Bronco fanatic. I was proud of Bo Nix. I thought, honestly, we were going to have a complete game, homie. The way Bo Nix was shining, I was like, man, Bo Nix came to play today, bro. He was beasting out. And then I see my defense, and Danny Dimes is going down our neck, and I'm like, what? Against our defense, bro? Like, you really didn't have a game plan, bro. Like, what? Man. Fudge, bro. Get off your fucking phone, dummy. I swear, bro, people are more worried about a conversation than freaking driving. That's what's wrong with these people. Fudge, homie. Get up! She almost wrecked us, dude. It's not that serious, bro. Like, text when you like park somewhere, bro. Cause like she was about to wreck, homie. She almost wrecked us like twice. Yeah, bro. She's not even paying the attention to the road. She's like this, and she almost swerved and almost had me hit her in the back of her car. And then she looks at me like I'm in the wrong. Our defense made Daniel. Yeah, bro. Like, I was so aggravated with our defense. Because that defense was just like, it didn't come to play whatsoever, Bronco fanatic. Singleton I don't know what he was doing. He came off the injury, bro. He don't look too good, bro. He don't look too good. Singleton absolutely don't look too good, man. Dre Greenlaw, bro, where are you, man? Wow. Hey, I hope you guys all have a blessed day, man. I got to get to this little appointment. Yeah, so that's my last little run of this live, homie. It wasn't the refs, man. It was the defense side of the ball. You know, they didn't execute, homie. They didn't come to play. And we got to get that together when we play these Charger boys. So go Broncos. Hope you guys all have a blessed day. Mall high salute to the riders out there. And to the next one, man. I'm going to holler at y'all. You know what it is. Let's go.